Congratulations, Rose, on this launch of your great book, FQ Book 2. Now, I cannot agree more with your title that indeed, financial education alone does not work. Particularly in parts 1 and 2, you are right. And I agree completely that financial education is not Shakespeare's be-all and end-all of monetary problems. It's not the solution to lack of money to smoothen our own consumption patterns. I have to thank you for supporting this argument with science. You know, the cited research entitled The Effect of Financial Literacy and Financial Education on Downstream Financial Behavior was spot on. Only 0.1% of the change in financial behaviors with weaker effects in low-income samples could be traced to literacy interventions. That's very unfortunate. Now, what is also appalling is that whatever one learned from this program seems to disappear over time and forgotten after 20 months. There is no lasting impact. Now, Rose, you added value when you trace this interesting result to human behavior. And I have to thank you for clarifying to everyone that our brain can make decisions first based on emotion and the other on rationality. Sometimes we think fast, at other times we think slow. Now, precisely, I think this is the inspiration of Daniel Kahneman's thinking fast and slow. Now, I also like part 3 of your book, where you asked whether one is more of a mock or rational or more of an emo or emotional. Now here, the psychology of money comes in to show some fallacies and illusions involved in handling money. Now, thank you for dwelling on each of the 16 principles. That was extremely useful. Now, what is also interesting is that your application extends beyond economics and finance. For instance, loss aversion is as relevant on money matters as on love life. Now, because loss weighs more heavily than gain, good friends who could have made a great couple ended up with partners to whom they could hardly relate. So framing effect actually goes to the root of many governance problems, including pandemic mitigation. Now, it looks like public policy is driven by the problem that our authorities wish to solve. But because of denial, authorities continue to call for simply opening up the economy and lifting up restrictions on mobility without first strengthening our public health system. That's the root. So you did a splendid job, Rose, and therefore I should say that book 2 deserves a 3rd. By the way, my ME score is 8812. Now, despite my familiarity with behavioral economics, I'm particularly pulled down by loss aversion bias and ego depletion. So hats off, Rose, and God bless you.